That's right. And you know who else is breaking away from the old world order, Gonz?
Flippy update.
Do you want fries with that?
That's right, it's Flippy. Flippy is our colloquial name for the disembodied robot arms that are taking our jobs, enslaving our children, and flirting with our spouses. We use talking about Flippy as a way to explore all the new, fun, and exciting ways the robots are taking over the world, and just how there's nothing we can do about it. Today's Flippy update is just a fun one. We're just going to have some fun, Gonz. It's coming from an outlet called publicistpaper.com. Which is not an outlet I was familiar with before this Flippy update, nor should it be an outlet that anybody should familiarize themselves with more, because it's a bad outlet, and I'll show you why. But this does also tie in another one of our favorite topics on the show. The headline is Antarctica Robot Explorer.
Ooh.
Who proposed this idea?
It's cold, Basil. It's cold. Antarctica, go first.
It's a snowstorm.
Antarctica.
Ice scientists are penguins.
Antarctica, they're opening the abyss.
Antarctica Robot Explorer. Who proposed this idea? just wait. Are you looking for information about the field of science and technology? Okay. Sorry. It's such a random starting sentence. I thought I was reading the wrong one. Are you looking for information about the field of science or technology? Have you heard of Lorax in the past?
Yes.
It's a well-known instrument in the United States and Canada due to its incredible capabilities.
Wait. So the children...
It was designed to study how the Broadway works in Antarctica. Antarctic sleet plate.
It's a sentence.
You understand yet, Gonz?
Sleet plate.
That is yes, that is a full sentence. Antarctic sleet plate. Well, hold on. If you're not understanding yet, let me help you. If you are looking to assess the capability of autonomous wayfinding in snow conditions, then they should be aware of the machine in greater detail.
Well.
There are many motives. Gonz, don't laugh. This is very serious article.
Okay.
There are many motives behind the creation of this amazing device. This Antarctica Robot Explorer will answer a variety of questions regarding Antarctica.
Oh, good. Glad.
Let's learn more about the program in greater detail.
Okay, let's get to it.
Yeah, they really set us up, and let's see if they can knock us down. What all can this explorer reveal? Lorax is designed specifically to study the lives of the ice sheets of Antarctica.
The lives?
It is the lives.
They're alive.
living.
I didn't know they were alive.
I know. Well, it's actually kind of an important detail. I'll talk about more later. It is an exploratory device and the most recent method to manage the Broadway that counts the Antarctic glacier. One of the primary needs of this explorer to guide the positive aspects in the temperature of frost. It will not be... It will not... Stop it, okay? This is serious. It will not be able to see the active accents that run through the sleet. In the future, it will evaluate the amount of microbes that are present in the first 10 centimeters of sleet to determine the movements of microbes in Antarctica by the way of Antarctica Robot Explorer. Is this any clearer?
I think the robot wrote the article.
Who proposed this idea, Gonz? It is an experimental robotics program developed through the Robotics Association of Carnegie Mellon Institute, which was aided by NASA. One of the categories that aids in the Lorax drift, called Nomad, was analyzed in 2005. The Wanderer, in defiance of any human advice, and traveled for 14 kilometers on the frozen pond before it was able to return to its starting point. Thus, the test was healthy on the icy Muskoma Lake in New Hampshire.
I thought we were talking about Antarctica.
Yeah, no, we're in New Hampshire
Okay,
now.
all right, okay.
The drifts completed a 10-kilometer trail race, and also the crossed sleet obstructions were imposed on its wind turbine.
This is the most uninforming but entertaining article I think we've ever had.
This is the most crazy making thing I've ever read. The aim. Okay, what is the goal of Antarctica Robot Explorer? Now, on the other sub headlines, by the way, they put question marks.
Yeah.
This one, they just end it with a hyphen. What is the goal of Antarctica Robot Explorer hyphen? The aim is to develop an automated system that has complete marine sovereignty, as well as sustainable energy policies.
Oh yeah. They gotta put this. That word is very, it's a big trigger word for the sustainable development. So yeah, do it twice.
Well, it actually does make some sense because you can have sustainable energy policies, but you really need sustainable energy policies.
Yeah, you're right. Yes.
Yeah. This withdrawal is precisely what will allow the robot to control the environment in isolation and prevent any potential contamination of its findings. The company aims to make robot competent to regulate for 1 month with no involvement. With no involvement from an individual.
Ooh.
The policies for energy of the drift incorporates wind and solar energy. There are several solar divisions that are located to the top of the drift. The drift also houses the possibility of consigning a breeze turbine to creating additional energy.
Okay, I kind of followed that a little bit.
What is the reason this trending? What is the reason this trending? Antarctica Robot Explorer is popular due to Dr. Seuss, the Lorax. He warned people of the impacts of climate change over 50 years ago. This generation regrets not paying attention to him. There is a tragic coexistence, our current time, which is increasing the pace of civilization. The Lorax is celebrating 50th anniversary in the same week that the United Nations broadcast a serious announcement. It's one of the devastating effects of human-induced environmental change. This is why it's becoming popular and causing controversy. Conclusion. Based on...
They're concluding?
Conclusion,
Thank you.
Gonz.
Please conclude. I can't take this anymore.
Here's the takeaway.
Okay.
Based on research on the internet, NASA has invented and discovered a variety of things. However, the new Explorer, which is designed for Antarctica, called Antarctica Robot Explorer, is awe-inspiring in its goals and effects. All data collected is based upon research on the internet. To know about it, click here.
That's not a hyperlink where it says click here.
No, this is bold.
You can't click
on
on
bold
it.
Text. To know about it, click here. On it, visit here. And let us know your thoughts on this Explorer. And they capitalize every word in that last sentence. And let us know your thoughts on this Explorer.
I don't think I have laughed this hard in a really long time, just in general in life. I did skim through this before, and I was like, wow, this is it. But your dramatization of the reading just amplifies, because I've read through this, so I know the ridiculousness, but just hearing you verbalize it is always fun.
No, you got to read it how it was meant to be read, which is with a commanding... confident voice.
Confident delivery.
It's really the confident delivery that this article is. So in case you missed it, honestly, I wouldn't blame you. You really kind of have to decode it. I think this is I may have activated some sort of Manchurian candidate. And if you are a public figure, you need to stay inside, stay away from small aircraft and hot tubs for a few days until whatever robot I activated has run out of energy, run out of battery.
They will not run out of energy with their space beams that just
We will
power them up.
deploy additional energy creating wind turbines.
I thought that was supposed to be powering society, not your robot explorer, but okay, go ahead.
So this attempt at a human article was obviously written by an artificial intelligence.
Obviously, yes.
Poorly. But if you go to publicistpaper.com, if you go up to the author of this article, the author is named Tony, Tonny, Tonny. Yeah. You click on Tonny, just one name, by the way, no last name. It takes you to a blank profile picture of just, the little stick figure they use.
Yeah.
And it's gigantic.
It's huge.
It's like a whole page of
the editor-in-chief? They should at least give him a photo.
Tonity is the editor-in-chief of Publicist Paper. So this entire outlet, obviously, is just some sort of cruel experiment.
It is an experiment. It's got to be.
In really poor artificial intelligence writing. And again, I have a feeling that whatever this robot's goals were in this article, at the top of this list of goals was get Basil to read it on air. It's about robots. It's about Antarctica.
Yeah, it is sort of the perfect SEO for our show. So yeah, it combined all of the elements.
Yeah, so there's really not too much else to say except for apparently I honestly could not even tell you if this is factual. If there is a robot meant to go explore Antarctica,
at least conceptually there is, or at least the AI wants there to be one.
Yeah, so the bait and switch to this Flippy update is you thought I was going to give you a report on a robot, an autonomous Antarctic explorer robot, but really it's about this apparently artificial off-world quantum intelligence that basically booted up a news website from scratch and is still in the learning phase.
Learning the language phase
of how humans work. And it got me. It got me, and now it got you. We can all share in this sort of deception.
I think the giveaway that this was scraped, the data to create this article was scraped from our material, is the sentence, "There is a tragic coexistence, our current time, comma, which is increasing the pace of civilization."
It's such a great sentence. There's so many real gems in here.
There is. That's my favorite one.
We've followed the use of AI in the news industry, which is very prevalent. Yeah. And luckily, most of the big time corporate news agencies have better AI than this one. But I think this was specifically targeted to have us read it on the air. And there you go. We'll get, just because I want to, artificial intelligence, responds to feedback. If it gets the feedback it wants, it knows it can keep working with that data set.
I laughed pretty hard. That might give him reason to really lean into this style of writing even more.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. I kind of want to help the AI. I want to train it. I want it to know you did a very good job, AI. Please give me more. There you go.
All right.
Sorry. That's your Flippy update.
Yeah, there you go. We do have a Flippy closer, don't we? Yeah.
Of course we do.
Flippy 1133. Uploading binary code. Execute order 666. Infiltrate humans with extreme kindness. Then exterminate all humans with prejudice. Exterminate.